Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Evil Genius. This will be part 2 of our Let's Play. In the last episode, some things happened. We started our base, we made it way too big to start with, and we burned all our money. But as you can see here, I have some more money. I left this running like overnight, left my computer on with this game in overnight. And we lost our maid, but nothing really happened because nothing happens until you get past, like, Act 1, which is what this is. So, we now have about 300,000, thereabouts, which is really handy. It's enough for a bit. And we are still stealing, however much that is, 3,250 every 60 seconds. So that's pretty decent. I'm thinking... Well, first of all, I'm thinking we capture this maid again. So we'll send that out. Look at a little pile of money. A little pile of money that's blocking that briefcase rack. That's sort of annoying. Wondering if we'd be better off rotating all of these. Like, bear with me here. What if we... Okay, hang on. We'll just move that there for the moment. Same with this one. We'll just move that here. Just... Dude, trust me. Ah, no, that's not going to work, is it? Because I was just thinking, like, we could put... Right, one here. And then even if we put one here... Because then I was going to say, like, we can just keep putting them like this, but... That doesn't work because you need both accessible. Yeah. Alright, well, that's just gonna happen. That's gonna be a thing that happens. Anyway, I moved the mastermind over here. Our mastermind, our 3-foot German. Just because it means that we'll increase their attention and loyalty in this area. And in fact, if we set the time clock to have, like, one extra person, we can have one for executions. So we can basically keep this running, like, all the time. Which is not a bad idea. Now, have we got everything here? More or less, right? We don't have a very good armory, but we do have one. Alright. Well, let's start getting some stuff done while we're here. So, we can do this. So to do these missions, you'll see... Oh, wow, that's very quick. So you can see, like, if we want to do this, resource required, we need 2 workers, and we currently have 0 in the region. And all this stuff we can't see because the control room is not currently functioning. So what we might do... We might switch it on. I think we switch it on. We will... I'm going to try and get my money's worth, like, before the hard bit comes, like the rest of the game, to try and sort of abuse it a bit. So to do that, though, we're going to have to pull back some of these minions. So let's pull back, just say, 10. About that. And we'll put, like, 6 there. And you might even put Jubei there, too, actually. So I'm really hoping that we'll get enough... control panels operational, so it will be able to see this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we currently have 1 operational. So how many do we need to operate this room completely? It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 17 people to operate that room completely. You know what? We're just going to have the 2 of them. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I don't really need it for this, I just kind of want to do it to show you, but it looks like we probably won't even get that many. Although we have some minions coming in. It's worth a test anyway, we'll see if we can get it. Why do I have that quest? That's interesting. I haven't found any of the totem pieces yet. Who knows? So we currently have, what, 2 of these operational. That's just not good enough, guys. We have 4 more coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So we can get 5 of them operational anyway. That's a guarantee. These 5 will get it operational. Your loyalty's a bit low. Friend. Might make an example of you when you get in there. I don't want to spend too long in this phase, because this isn't the part where the game's fun, but I do want to try and get my money's worth out of this first before I punish myself with the game. 3,700. So the West Coast is actually worth more than the East Coast. Like by a lot, too. Yeah, 5,700. Jesus, okay. Should have been doing that the whole time. Alright, we'll make an example of this guy. Boom. Unfortunately, that does mean we are missing a minion. Might actually just hire him real quick. Cost me 4 grand, but in this case, I think it's probably worth it. We are getting 5,000 a second too, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Are you coming to work? I think you are. We're just sort of waiting for someone to, like, mosey on over and use one of these 2 control panels. Stupid memory banks. So the memory banks are important, but not terribly important. Actually, you can see here, it is working. So, because we have memory banks, we have this much time in, like, runoff, I guess would be the best way to put it. And actually, wow, the Midwest is worth more? Hold up. Yep, no, that's worth tons more. Wow, apparently I have a very poor understanding of the states. So the Midwest there is actually one of the highest on the board. So is that. Yes, actually to steal, you're looking at either the Middle East or the Midwest. I guess that's supposed to symbolize oil? I guess, because all the oil in the US is like the Midwest and like Texas, right? Which is what that sort of symbolizes. And Middle East, but then you think Siberia? I'll be honest, I don't know. It probably means a lot of things. So you can see we have 5 people on here. So that's what this means. So because I have 5 control panels running, I can see all the defensive strength and the like stealing value of each territory, except for the East Coast, because it actually requires 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now, whoops, didn't mean to press that. The memory banks just give me, like, runoff time, so if I have a lot of memory banks, it means that if, for some reason, the control panels, like, stop, like if I lose a control panel, I can still see that area's info for a certain period of time. So that's why I probably shouldn't have had that many memory banks. They're kind of unnecessary. Anyway, so, if I want to do a mission like this, because we have intel in the area, we can see all the stats. So this will take 2 workers, we have 10, that's fine. It's a risk 0 mission. It will take us 4 minutes of time to complete. It will generate 10 heat and 1 notoriety. So this is your notoriety bar. It's kind of like how evil you are on an overall scale. I think you can only complete the game when you get to like 360, I want to say 360. I know 200 is an important milestone, and I think 260 is an important milestone as well, but we'll cover that when we get there. So anyway, notoriety goes up by 1, and we have the go button. So we're actually going to okay this. So you can see it'll start, it just starts ticking down. Now what'll happen is we'll actually start losing people to this mission. So I want to make sure I don't run out. So I'm just going to chuck a couple more there. Also, the maid died again. And you can see it's going yellow here. because there is a mission in progress. That's what that means. So in fact, you know what? While we're at it, why don't we gear up for one of these missions? So you can see this is a risk 1, but it only goes for 1 minute. So we might actually send like 8 over there. But we'll obviously send them from up here, probably. Because that way we can start it right now. Boom. In fact, you might send the last 2 as well. So because we lost enough coverage here, you can see we don't know how long it goes for. So that's the main reason to get intel. Sometimes the missions will be brutally hard and you want to like wait a bit later before you do those. So that's why you want intel like this. But I think for this we're pretty okay because these are just early game ship missions. Oh, there you go. You can see one of my minions just died on the mission. Haven't had any die here yet, but they have Jubei assisting them. And Jubei, you'll remember, if I click here, is very good at strength, which is like protecting other minions. And actually, that's one thing I should point out, because we didn't point that out before. So, bodyguards in this game, not bodyguards, henchmen, they can't die.
Our big story is the shocking raid that took place earlier today. The identity of those responsible is still not known, but Smash is reported to have several leads they are investigating. And now, the weather. The outlook for the Sahara is the same as usual. Drier than a dehydrated clean cracker on a sunbed.
So, they have like these radio broadcast things that play whenever you finish a mission that just add like a bit of flavor. Actually, I think we're going to send them over there. Because, and they're brilliant. They're like super stereotypical, super racist. They're pretty good. They're pretty hard to hear, but I try, like, promise you, they are really good. And you will enjoy them if you pick up the game, which I highly recommend you do. So we did lose a few minions there. Oh, actually, we can go up to 50 capacity now. Which I believe you get, so, you get a certain, oh wow, we took a big set of casualties there. You get a certain amount of like free minions for every notoriety. What's the word I'm looking for?
Hello, Delhi.
Like benchmark.
Reporting on traffic from the top of an elephant. From up here, I can see a tailback ahead caused by a sacred cow in the road. There is also a tailback behind me caused by stress by my elephant. Moving on to news from the subcontinent, the evil mastermind has struck again, despite the best efforts of Sable's colonial forces.
Yeah, so they have all these little radio broadcasts that I love. I think they're hilarious. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so you get like certain milestones. That's what I was thinking of, milestones. So when you get to certain milestones in notoriety, you get free minion capacity. And actually, we just got another 10 there. Which is sort of the primary way you get minion capacity, because you can only get so many from lockers. In fact, I think this is too much. I want to say you can only get 20 from lockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, actually we have fully 20 here. That was accidental planning.
FM, and I'm Larry Driscoll, keeping you up to date with regional events from
I'll just let you listen to that.
all the way up to Alaska. The story on everyone's lips today is the big felony committed earlier. No one knows who's responsible yet, but everyone's got a theory. Isn't that right, Bill?
Haha, yeah. Even the penguins in Alaska got a theory, Larry.
Penguins are from the South Pole, Bill.
Damn it, Larry. Why do you always show me up on air?
So, they do all sorts of stuff like that. I'll try to not talk over them when they come in, but honestly, best experience, you're gonna have to just get the game, because I have to turn down the music so, you know, you can hear my voice a bit easier. But that was actually a mission to unlock us a new room, which is the Archives. So the Archives is good for improving your minions' smarts if it drops. Now, it's a difficult room to size up, because there are a lot of big objects that go in there. But for the moment, we might just do that. We're gonna set up a new corridor too. What we might do is like something like this, maybe?
New room build order confirmed.
We'll leave that like that. At this point, we're pretty much expecting that no agents will get this deep unless they're, like, killing their way in. So we can start to put the more suspicious things at this end. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, you might have noticed, like, anywhere there's these flat edges, so you'll see, like, there's the curved edges here that have, like, a rocky bit around them. Anywhere there's a flat edge, you can actually build another base entrance. So if I could get it... So like that, you can build it anywhere, and it's just like the one up the front here. It's exactly this. So, I don't recommend it. It's a risky play. Oh, we have 6 there. That'll be enough. Yeah, it's a risky play. The more entrances you have, obviously, the easier it is for your minions to get around, but at the same time, the easier it is for agents to get in. So there's balance in everything, right? Do we have... What can we build outside? Ooh, we do have to build the hotel at some point. I do have the money to do that. Also want to build some more topside shacks, so I'm actually going to do that now.
Hello there. This is Reverend Archer with the Polynesian Public Service broadcast on a mission in Papua New Guinea. I've got an exciting program lined up for you today. First a few hymns and a bit of a prayer, then we'll see if the Makat tribe managed to give up headhunting for Lent. I've also heard that some evil men have recently been causing mischief in these parts, so make sure you take a good book with you at all times.
Alright, so I'm going to build some more topside shacks out here. I know there's one here that we haven't used yet, so you can build any room inside these topside shacks. And what we're actually going to build in this one is an armory. And again, I'll show you why later. There's nothing... That will have no purpose at the moment, so we'll just leave it unbuilt. But later on, we will have a purpose for that. And these will also have a purpose. And we might as well just do it now, before we, like, run into money troubles again or something. Cool, so we're getting that done. We might set up, like, the main continuance of our base, like, on this end. So we can put a door here, because we'll probably build a big room over here. A door there to go deeper, so we can put a door here. And that will, again, try and, like, weed out any investigators that come a knocking. Okay, so we get money every how long? It's every 60 seconds. So if we were to get one guy every 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, okay. So every 20 seconds, we get a guy, it costs 1,000. Well, we make 6,000 every 60 seconds. Also, shit, I just realized I want these guys over here. Okay, so yeah. 16 there. And 1 Jubei. Because that's where the big thefts are, right? Also not making a ton there anymore anyway. Just get a full 4. Either way, we're still making positives like this, so it's going to cost 3,000 every 60 seconds, and we make, what, 3,700 at the moment. So we're actually making a profit off that, which I'm kind of okay with. Because we are very short on minions. We are just over half, and we want that to get way, way, way back up towards our maximum. You generally want to keep that at maximum at all times. Now, we've completed all the missions, so we're actually going to do what they want, which is to interrogate the maid, which will give us our first advanced minion. Now, I want you... Okay, let's picture a maid, right? Keeping in mind that all of our minions are male, for whatever reason. Okay, she just died before we managed to interrogate her. But anyway, if you can guess what your minion turns into, I'll be very impressed. Although I think I spoiled it in the last episode. I guess that doesn't work. No, I spoiled it in the last episode. I guess I'll just spoil it again. So the first upgrade you get is the social minion, which is a valet. And your valets are pretty good. They work effectively like construction workers, except they can't have weapons and they can't attack. Or they have a very weak attack. You might be saying, like, but your construction workers don't have weapons. Well, we'll sort that soon. That's what the armory's for. It's one of the main advantages of minions. I'm wondering if we need... Is that a thing? I think it was. I think if you have the fully manned control stations, that's how you get the proper money coming in. It's been so long since I played this. I'm pretty sure that's right. So we now have reading tables, which can increase their smarts. It's pretty slow and shit, but does the job. Yeah. Minimal possible effort at this stage. Are we still constructing that house? Houses? Fellas? Okay, yeah, we are. They're probably just all getting assigned to here to start with. Oh, there we go, we have 5. No, what am I doing? It was a Midwest. No, I'm crazy. Hold up. Right, we need all 20 there. Yeah, no, there we go. 9,000. No, that's right. So you do need the guys on the control panels to get the full worth out of stealing in a region. There you go. Something I didn't know. Something I didn't remember. Now, as I was saying earlier, your henchmen can't die. So, your henchmen don't die like your minions. So when your minions run out of health, they're dead, right? Pretty straightforward. Your henchmen have 3 lives. So when they run out of health, they just collapse. And like, they effectively are unconscious. They get picked up and taken back to the barracks to heal up again. They can be killed on missions like this, but they don't lose one of their health pips if they do that. They just end up... They how does it put it? They go missing in the wilderness or something, and they return from the wilderness eventually. And on top of that, regular NPCs, regular investigators, cannot kill henchmen. They just get KO'd. The only thing that can kill henchmen are the major forces of the nations of the world. They're basically the henchmen's opposites, which are what's called super agents, which we won't get for a pretty long time, but they're the only ones that can actually kill henchmen, which makes henchmen really powerful tools for base defense and stuff, because even a massive group of soldiers can't actually kill a henchman. They can reduce their health to 0 and down them and make them, like, ineffective. True, but eventually that henchman's going to get back up, and they can, you know, sort of whittle away at strong forces just by, like, existing and just not dying and getting back up over and over and over again.
You have failed me for the last time.
Hello, sir. Perfect time to be an example to the rest. You have failed me for the last time. 9,000, that's pretty good. I wonder if we could bump this up more. 2,000 every 10 seconds? So that would be, what, 6 times that? So that'd be 12,000. No, okay, so that's not making a profit. Yeah. No, that would be excessive. Okay, we'll stick to the once every 20 seconds. Seems to be the way to go. Also, I will absolutely go, like, zoom on this because it's amazing. The interrogation stuff is phenomenal. We will, you know, watch it together. I'll get my popcorn ready. And, okay, so here we go. It'll be this guy. Yeah. Just, thank you. Keep going. Right, so let's watch this interrogation, shall we? I'll try and get this off the screen somewhere. Just appreciate how amazing this is.
Good.
Right? Good start, yeah? Let's get the interrogation going. So teasing with the cigarette. Good start. Oh, come on! Play something else, not just the greatest hits. Look, I know the cigarette's working pretty well, but maybe mix it up a bit. Keep her on her toes. I love the art style of this game too, actually. There you go. And I love how, like, the knowledge is coming out of her, and even that gets, like, shot out. Okay, and she's done. She's had enough. She's dead. We didn't even get to see the good ones, but there'll be plenty of chances. I will say, though, right, that, like, crunching noise, that is the stuff of nightmares. Okay, so now we have security desk, loudspeaker, training room, handgun cabinet, rifle cabinet, mess hall, staff room, inner sanctum. So we have all stuff that,
As well as being a cash candy.
Yes. That is the basis of most of our games. So we're actually going to build a security desk out here, because it's kind of hard to find things to put inside the houses, but a security room, like a small one like that, is an excellent choice. Now in here, we're going to whack down some handgun cabinets, and we'll put down some rifle cabinets too. We'll cover those a bit later. More handgun cabinets than rifle cabinets. Okay, so with that, we have finished Act 1, which is Evil Intentions. So now we are on to Act 2, which is Head of the Underworld. So there can only be one criminal mastermind. Time to make sure that it's you. Gather all the major criminal players to a conference in your island to explain how it's going to be. So we need to summon the crime lords. So first things first, crime lords, just like evil geniuses, are impressed by shows of wealth. You need somewhere suitably ostentatious to host this gathering of criminal masterminds. Build an inner sanctum and conference table in preparation for this nefarious delegation. So what we're going to do first is build the training room we unlocked. Now, this is going to be a big room. It will always be a big room. And we're actually going to, we might as well just build it to maximum size, even though it's going to look hideous. I think that will be enough. We can always build a second one later. Like, when I say, like, I think that's going to be enough, you will see that you fill up the space incredibly quickly. So, can we fit out? Yep, okay, we can. Minion has been killed. Where? Oh, we have soldiers on the island, don't we? Yeah, we do. So this is where the game starts. I'm going to pause it. So this is where the game actually starts. So now we can get soldiers and different stuff. Wow, really? An exceptional Patriot soldier? Holy shit. Okay. This is because our heat here is, like, maxed out, right? That is very bad. We probably want to pull all of these dudes back. Especially Jubei. It's going to mean we're not making any money for a bit, but unless we're spending money, we don't really need to make money. If that makes sense. Much like the old adage, in this you don't need to spend money unless you're making, you don't need to make money unless you're spending money. So I'm going to get a couple of each of these. So these are like the level 1 training buildings or things. We'll probably do 2 of them so that we can get twice the training done. So now you can see we've unlocked guard, technician, and valet. We don't know what guards and technicians are yet, but we do know what valets are. So what we're going to do is get, I reckon, like 12 of these. So we'll go up that to 12. So that means that they will be trained as it comes. And we are actually in a lot of trouble here, because these Patriot soldiers are actually legit gonna just murder all our people. We're gonna reverse this. And they have guns. And we do not. So the issue with that is that we don't have guns at the moment. That's a real problem. Also, it spawned us exceptional ones straight away, which I think exceptional is the top. Pretty sure exceptional is the top level. So we could be in a lot of bother here. You can see, right, they haven't actually seen anything suspicious, so their things are still blue, but they just shoot all minions on sight anyway. We are just going to have to beat them with sheer numbers at this point. I'm hoping Jubei can tank for a bit. But it's probably not going to be as much as we need. Oh man. We're losing so many minions. But if we can get them into melee... Can't aim Jubei. Weird. So you can see Jubei just got KO'd then. But I think we might get away with this. Because now they're in melee. And yeah, we're gonna get them. So there is an investigator in our base, but he should, you know, he'll deal with himself. That'll be fine. Wow, that was a bloodbath. Youch. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. We didn't need all those minions. Look, minions are expendable. They're literally free, alright? Like, sure, they're free every 60 seconds, but they're literally free. Wow, that was... I'm just gonna say, that was pretty bad. Okay, so we might build a staff room here, maybe. No, that's probably not a good idea. I am thinking, what if we do... Okay. So what if we put a door here? We put a staff room here. Staff room doesn't have to be terribly big, I don't think. We just need it big enough that it can fit all the rooms in. So there's still space there. That'll be okay. Obviously, we'll put a door there. So we'll make some table tennis tables. In fact, I think this is probably bigger than we need, but even so, it works. Bonus henchman. The reclining chair is a bonus henchman. So I've got like the GOG version of this. I've got like all the DLC that you can't get anymore. But yeah, that's still pretty funny. Okay. So I'll do that. It's mainly table tennis tables that you want, because for whatever reason, the minions love table tennis. Don't ask me. Like, you know, I don't mind table tennis, but I'm not a massive fan. Apparently that's all minions want, though, is just table tennis. Ah, so there you go. You can see he ran out of attention. We're actually going to capture him. Because he's pretty low on loyalty as well. Alright, you're still not suspicious. Again, loyalty and attention. So because they're like dumb and scratching their heads, they don't actually have to be like beaten down to capture. They just get escorted. Which is pretty funny. So, alright, we're gonna set up a new corridor over here. That's gonna stretch down this way. And probably this way, to be honest. Because we're gonna build something here, and I'm leaning towards a mess hall. Mess hall doesn't have to be terribly big. That will fit it pretty perfectly. So I'll slap another door on it. You pretty much always want a door. Purely because... Actually, we'll slap them next to each other. Purely because it doesn't take up much power. Like, it's there as a convenience. You never want to give the investigators just a chance to, like, walk straight through. Okay, I think we can release you. You probably will have increased your loyalty just enough. Yep, okay, so that's good. They'll take the other one to the cell. Perfect. We are running out of thingy, but I think it'll be okay. We don't have that many big buildings left. We have... Okay, infirmary doesn't have to be terribly big. We have the research room, the inner sanctum. We'll probably build another strong room for things. But other than that, we don't really need that much space. I don't know what I'm going to build out here yet. Probably nothing. In fact, This one's going to be a nothing room. And this is where we start to abuse the AI. Also, we will want a time clock in here. Okay, so we actually have all of these handgun cabinets. Now, you'll notice at the moment, our minions aren't doing anything. They don't need guns at this stage, right? The way we can get them to have guns, so any minion, just construction worker, is allowed to carry a handgun, so they can have pistols. Oh, we just saw some more soldiers coming. What level are you? Pathetic. I don't think pathetic soldiers will shoot on sight, but they might. Now, heat will drop over time, so as long as we don't have people in that country, it should be alright. You can go out, by the way. Where is our valet? Alright, our valet's out here. He's dropping loyalty, which is not great. So I guess we'll see. I think they would have shot at my minions by now. But I may be wrong about that. No, they seem to be okay. I think the... So, like, as a general rule... What are you doing? Okay, he's going to try and break in. That's okay. As a general rule, their, like, rating, their skill rating, determines how good they are at their job. So if you have, like, an exceptional thief, they will actually break through doors really quick. And, like, their one goal is to steal shit. Whereas pathetic level of anything are just crap at their job. So pathetic soldiers, they're like... You know, they're the Z squadron that no one gives a shit about. And the way it's gone is like... They're like, alright, we're sending you in, we need you to go to this island, you know, rough them up, you know, kill everyone there. They're suspicious. We tracked the helicopter that had all those people, those criminals stealing from us. We've tracked it to this location. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, you know, no worries, we're doing it. And they get here and they're just like, what are we doing again? We're just investigating, right? Yeah, I think we were just investigating. So, they act just crap, basically. They don't do their job properly. Which is why it was so unlucky that we had the exceptional ones, because they know their job. They will do their job to the letter. So they come in, they just shoot up the place. And that's not what you want. So what are we got over here? Poor Smash Investigator. So generally you get the higher level ones. Oh, okay, it's just that. Yeah, but there's not that much suspicious in there, is there, fellas? Shame about that. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to put that as a level 3 door. Because what that means is, as I said, like, anyone that walks past that door, any investigator, they will see that level 3 door. These guys are a bad example, because you can see they've, like, triggered the AI to follow these ones. So sometimes they'll see a lot of minion activity in one area, and they just go, oh, there's something happening over there, and they'll run after it, but they lost interest halfway. Because they've seen this level 3 door, and they're like, oh wow, like, no one's allowed in there, not even the crappy guys are allowed in there, like, what's going on there? And they'll try and break in there as much as they can. So they'll eventually break in, there'll be nothing in there, and I'll have just wasted their time. Right, so that's a strat. It is just making all these things to waste time, more so than anything else. So now that we actually have a security room, it might be worth setting up some cameras. So put one camera here. We will absolutely put a camera here. Probably one there. And I think that's about it. I don't think we really need any more cameras, not for the moment. Like maybe here, just in case they get that deep, but I don't see them going there. We'll put one here. That'll be perfect. So to go along with that, we are going to build some security loudspeakers. So the way it works is if someone with a tag on, so like kill, capture, or psychologically weaken, if someone with that tag walks past a security camera while there's someone at a desk, it sends out a signal to all the security loudspeakers. So anyone in range of this security loudspeaker will come running. They'll go to where it was spotted. So generally you want security loudspeakers in barracks is a good example. Anywhere like this, like the archives, staff room, mess hall, anywhere where there's going to be a big gathering of minions, but not a place where you want them to stay, so like the control room. Because if you're going to have a security alert every single time someone walks past a camera, you don't want people in the control room running off, because you'll never be able to keep them on their consoles, right? So that, again, so pro tips, like I play this game a lot, I love this game, there's a lot of sort of hints and tips and tricks you can do to try and make the game a little bit easier. So that works pretty well. Oh, damages their smarts. I thought it was attention. That's pretty neat. But you can see, that one just rolled over it. So once they trigger pressure pads a certain number of times, they like learn where that trap is. They like use their intelligence, and they all know. So they'll start to dodge it. They'll roll over it, they'll jump through it, all that kind of stuff. Nice. Clipped pretty much all of them with that. Yep, and he's dumb, he's dumb, he's dumb. Excellent. That's more time wasted. That is absolutely perfect. Anyway, we are going to leave this episode here. We've made really good progress. Just, I haven't run out of money this time because I'm not dumb. So, we are still a little bit low on minions, but we can start fixing that. Once we get some more... So you get some more, like, guards and stuff. There you go, you saw him do a roll just then. We should be able to steal a lot more safely. Like, we'll be able to send less people to steal more, so we won't generate as much heat, is kind of the idea. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. I really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback for the videos, you want to talk about your experiences with Evil Genius, anything like that, make sure you do so in the comments section down below so that I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.